Auditorium of the City of Angels. Let's get ready to rumble! 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white trim and weighing in at 135 pounds. His professional record, 20 victories with 1 defeat, 1 draw. 11 of his 20 victories are by KO. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Palmdale, California, the challenger, the electrifying Johnny Avila. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white and weighing in at 135 pounds. This 1992 Olympic gold medalist has a professional record of 15 victories with 14 KOs, and he has captured 2 WBO world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, from East Los Angeles, California, presenting the undefeated WBO lightweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
I'll give you the stretches downstairs. I expect you to stay in the commands at all times. Low blow is right here. Bone on down where I told you. Okay, keep them up. Now shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
A quick look at the tail of the tape. 21-year-old Oscar De La Hoya. Avila also just 21. The height advantage to De La Hoya. Came in right at 135, as did the challenger, Avila. And the reach goes with the height for De La Hoya.
Hey, give me the belt.
WBO championship rule, 3 knockdown rule in effect, meaning if there are 3 knockdowns in a round, the fight is over. And the count continues after the bell, except in the final round. Undefeated Oscar De La Hoya with lots more ahead should he continue his upward surge in the lightweight ranks, and he sees himself as a 6-time champion in 6 different weight divisions. He already holds the WBO version at 130 pounds, in addition to his lightweight title. De La Hoya in white, Avila. Very relaxed, confident young man. Yesterday and today when we spoke to him, he knows this is a great opportunity for him. He says, I wasn't a top amateur. I didn't fight as an amateur, so people don't know me like they know an Olympic gold medalist. I'm going to show them today who John Avila is.
And Tim, right now, both of these fighters are very, very tight and tense. Whether it's because they're both hometown guys or what, but I can see that they're both tight. And if you get hit when you're tight, funny things can happen.
And down goes Oscar De La Hoya, although the referee, Caiz, immediately says it was just a slip, but nonetheless, Avila did get his attention, and I think that tightness you talked about was there. De La Hoya trying to back away, lost his balance as he took that jab.
Another right hand by Avila.
No talking, no talking. Be quiet.
De La Hoya had 2 early knockdowns earlier in his pro career, came back to win those fights by knockout. But that was not ruled an official knockdown. Right now, Avila, the busier of the 2.
Well, Tim, he told us he was going to work behind that left jab and keep busy at that left jab, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Hoya's been very active. 3 weeks ago, his knockout victory over Carl Griffith in Las Vegas.
It looks like De La Hoya was looking to land that one big punch, but in the meanwhile, the other kid is being the busier of the 2 and scoring the points.
Avila made a point that most of De La Hoya's opponents to this stage of his young career have been afraid of him, mainly be afraid of the gold medal performance. He says, I'm not. In fact, he thinks that he already knows a weakness, that De La Hoya's right hand is still somewhat uneducated. Plans to exploit that. There's a right hand from De La Hoya. That landed, and that got Avila's attention for the first time in the fight. Avila has lost only once. De La Hoya unbeaten. Final 10 seconds of round number 1, scheduled for 12.
Stop at the bell. Stop at the bell. Hold it.
Number 2, scheduled for 12. Oscar De La Hoya, the champion in white. The challenger is John Avila in red. And he was the busier of the two in round 1. Joe and I both scored that round for Avila. And it appeared to me, Gil, to be a little more relaxed as the round went on than De La Hoya was.
Well, Tim, yes, but now this round, Avila is still trying to work behind that jab, but he's short with the jab. You have to step in with that jab and move the guy back, which he's not doing.
Like there might be a slight cut at the corner of the right eye of Avila. Just a trickle of blood there.
And there's a lot of redness around the left eye of Oscar De La Hoya.
De La Hoya still trying to find the range. Flicks out the right hand. It lands.
You can see the leverage that De La Hoya gets on those punches. They're hard punches and they're quick.
Much more relaxed looking here now in round 2. Oscar De La Hoya. Been busy, active, likes to stay in training at Big Bear Lake, 7,000 feet here in California. With large ambitions. Clean up the lightweight titles and move on to higher weight classes.
And De La Hoya now is starting to back Avila up.
Watch your head.
Good concentration from Avila, but your point's well taken, Gil, that while he is jabbing, he's not getting close enough to have any real effect with it. Closing his distance as each 10-second frame goes by in this round, and lands the right hand there, finding his range against the shorter Avila. Under 30 seconds we go in round number 2.
Nice combination by De La Hoya. Look at that leverage on those punches.
Stop at the bell, 10 seconds.
Final seconds of round 2. Number 3, live from the Grand Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles, Oscar De La Hoya in the silver trunks, and in red is the challenger, John Avila.
And Tim, I noticed in Avila's corner that they told him he's got to get a little closer. He's got to move in with that jab. And I know that used to happen with some of my fighters. I tell him in the corner, look, you got to step in with that jab. You got to move the guy back. And they go, oh, I wasn't doing that? Then their jab would get more effective. Sometimes you really have to remind the guy of that. But you can't jab and get out of the way at the same time. You got to place that jab and move the other guy back with it. It's got to be a stiff jab.
Right hand over the top lander from De La Hoya seems to be finding some range with the right. He acknowledges himself that that's the weaker of his 2 punches and something he's working on. He doesn't feel that he's anywhere near being a finished, polished professional. He knows he's got lots to learn 15 fights into his career.
Watch your head, watch your head. Okay, let's go. Watch your cabezota, both of you.
There was an example of Avila trying to jab and get out of the way at the same time. If he stepped in with that jab, it would have been a good stiff score.
Little blood now up high on the forehead of Avila that apparently came from a blow. We didn't see them bang heads together. Shouldn't be a problem for him unless it's now starting to bleed a little more. It could run down into his eye.
Well, Tim, those cuts on top of the head, they really bleed profusely, but they're not dangerous at all.
Well, unless the blood trickles down into his eye. We'll keep an eye on that. Now it looks like he's got another cut on the inside of his right eye. to the corner of his right eye. That's trickling down over the bridge of his nose. So De La Hoya is starting to flush it, and he wants him back with a combination. We're in the third round, scheduled for 12. De La Hoya picks up the pace.
And Tim, for a lightweight, De La Hoya certainly is a big man. He's much, much bigger physically than Avila. He must have hollow bones. But again, Tim, you don't see much head movement out of Oscar De La Hoya. He really doesn't slip punches that well as yet. He stands straight up there. You could really close your eyes and wing punches and you're going to hit something. He's trying to, but he just isn't loose in that ring as yet.
30 seconds remaining, round 3. A little short with the right hand, lands the left behind it though. Avila really showing the damage. Final seconds of the third. Cuts, and so thus we have a little longer than the normal 1 minute between rounds 3 and 4, and away we go. Fourth round, scheduled for 12. Oscar De La Hoya defending his WBO lightweight championship. He wants the more distinguished titles.
And again, Tim, Avila is throwing out that left jab, and he's throwing it short. He's not reaching De La Hoya with the jab. And when you do that, that's very, very dangerous because he's not moving the guy, and the guy can really counter with hard punches.
Tim Ryan with Bill Clancy and Andrea Joyce, live from the Grand Olympic Auditorium in Los Angeles on CBS Ion Sports. Banging to the body. Something he hasn't been concentrating on against the taller De La Hoya, but Gil pointed out he hasn't been able to get close enough to land scoring punches. It's easy to see that De La Hoya will be able to grow into a welterweight. He's got 5'10". He's a young man, just 21. As a lightweight, he is a fearsome sight at that height. Already up 5 pounds from his Olympic weight in 1992.
And Avila threw that right hand with bad intentions. Just missed.
John Avila from Palmdale, California, did live in Los Angeles for a time, trained some in Reno, Nevada.
But Tim, again, Oscar De La Hoya just does not slip punches. He doesn't move that head enough. You know, the way we teach guys in the gymnasium is to get a clothesline and have the guy bob and weave underneath the clothesline. Somebody had better start doing it with De La Hoya.
Would that be the first thing you'd work on if you were training him?
Absolutely, Tim. Every day when they come into that gym, it'd be bobbing and weaving 2 or 3 rounds.
Avila fighting mainly backing up. He just has not been able to get inside the long arms of De La Hoya, and he takes a tough left hand from Oscar De La Hoya there. Under 30 seconds we go. Almost caught Avila off balance there as he was backpedaling. Coming to the end of round number 4. Round number 5, scheduled for 12. The WBO lightweight championship at stake. Unbeaten Oscar De La Hoya defending against John Avila. A pair of Californians doing battle here at the Grand Olympic Auditorium. Live on CBS Ion Sports from LA.
De La Hoya is really putting pressure on Avila now. backing him up constantly, making him work every second. There's just no timeout during these 3 minutes.
Good work in the Avila corner. No blood from that cut high on his forehead. And in fact, the 2 nicks around his eye don't seem to be troubling him at the moment.
Tim, for him to get into this fight, he's going to have to stiffen up that jab. If you can't hit a guy with a jab, you're not going to be able to hit him with anything.
He did score the left hand there, and De La Hoya fired right back. De La Hoya's only had to go more than 4 rounds 3 times in his first 15 pro fights. He's in the 4th year. The 5th year, pardon me. There that backed up Avila. Avila now backpedaling it. De La Hoya sensing an opportunity.
Avila now is just being overwhelmed by Oscar's superior height, superior strength, and hand speed.
1 minute to go in round 5.
Time.
And the referee, Kaiz, has stopped the fight momentarily here for the doctor to examine the cut.
Let him finish this one. Okay.
Raul Kaiz, the referee, gets an okay from the doctor.
Tim, that's a very, very cautious referee.
It certainly is.
It's not that big a cut at all.
Come on, Charlie. Come on now.
Right eye is starting to close, Tim.
And De La Hoya is all over him now. Crowd coming alive at the Olympic. So many great Mexican-American champions of the past.
10
A lot
seconds.
of
Stop
swelling
it
under the right eye of the challenger Avila. Final seconds of round 5.
Stop at the bell. Stop. Whoa, that eye looks fucked up.
And you can see Avila is not happy with the referee having stopped the fight to check the
Doc, that
cut.
eye, you guys are going to start thinking about stopping it. Look at that eye. Doc, check it out.
It's all right. I know. It's all right, Doc. We got it under control. Ain't no blood. Put that on there. Put it on there. Wab it away from the eye.
Tim, the major thing that right eye needs is an end swell.
There it is
Now
now.
they're finally using the end swell on the
You got to
eye.
start punching more, though, babe. Come on now.
The end swell is a chilled piece
What are
of
you sitting
metal
down
that they
for?
use to reduce swelling.
I thought you were in condition. Everything cool? All right.
And there's Oscar De La Hoya moving those hands, putting them together, keeping the pressure.
Well, he's taking.
There's that left hook right to the temple.
I'm getting ready to stop it. Yeah.
And Avila's
Yeah, but
trying
I'm
to
getting ready
fire
to stop
back with that right hand, but not very effectively.
In the De La Hoya corner, you could hear them telling their fighter that they're getting ready to stop it, to encourage him to go out here and end it himself in round number 6. De La Hoya has been in command since the 2nd round, bumping up the face of the challenger Avila, opening 3 separate cuts. Avila gamely hanging in here and quarreling with the referee who had the round 5 stop for the doctor to examine it. Lands a right hand and a left. De La Hoya may be getting a little bit careless here in his effort to end things.
Go.
Well, Avila now has decided to take some chances, Tim, trying to wing that right hand.
Remember, he's lost only once in 22 fights, John Avila. One draw on his record.
Tim, again with Oscar De La Hoya, he's putting plenty of pressure on Avila, but he's not using any angles, coming in a straight line, all the time.
Push, Johnny. Come on, John. Come on, John.
Both fighters landing in that exchange. Sixth.
Again, De La Hoya was just a little too quick. Has a little too much range for John Avila. Avila's going to have to land a big, big punch to get back into this fight.
The range is going to be a problem for all of the lightweights. 135 pounds. There aren't too many at 5'10". 30 seconds to go in the sixth. Misses for De La Hoya. Roundhouse shots.
That's good movement by Avila.
Stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Coming to the end of round 6.
Stop at the bell.
Live from the Olympic in Los Angeles, round 7. Oscar De La Hoya in the silver trunks, defending his WBO lightweight championship. He is 15-0 against the challenger John Avila, and Avila just dropped De La Hoya. Avila in red, the challenger. And De La Hoya in a little bit of trouble, trying to get close enough to follow up. It's been all De La Hoya since the first round, and suddenly Avila turns it around.
Goes to show you what a mental game boxing is. This gave Avila such a boost mentally, Tim, that he's really taking chances now and winging punches.
De La Hoya didn't attempt to tie him up. He's never had to do that as a pro. And now he's starting to rally.
But he stayed nice and calm, Tim.
He did.
Kept his hands up, pushed Avila back, used his body strength.
Avila fans brought alive by that shot from their man.
Again, Avila would be so much more effective even if he doubled up that left hand to get closer.
And now De La Hoya backs Avila back to the ropes. This is an Olympic fight now. This is what they expect here.
It's a neighborhood brawl, Tim.
Yes, it is. Avila from Palmdale, but for 5 years, and lived just a few blocks away from Oscar De La Hoya.
Big left hook to the body by De La Hoya.
And De La Hoya now with a fury drives Avila back to the ropes again.
Keep him up, Oscar.
Avila wings a right hand. That fell short. Under a minute to go in the 7th.
But again, Tim, De La Hoya comes straight in. You can't throw punches at him. He's going to have to learn to feint a little bit more and move that head a little bit more.
Avila breathing a little more heavily from the mouth now. He might have used up a little gas in that flurry after he landed the one big shot. He's backing up. De La Hoya on the mark. He lands a left hand. Misses 2. Little blood from the corner now again of the right eye, from the inside to the bridge of the nose of Avila. Avila trying to get inside that time. Coming to the end of the 7th, a good jab from De La Hoya.
Stop at the bell.
Round number 8. De La Hoya has only been this far twice before, an 8-round decision in an 8-round fight over Mike Grable in April of '93, and then a 10-round decision, a stoppage, pardon me, against Jimmy Bredahl when he won the 130-pound version of the WBO crown. scheduled for 12. We're live from the Olympic in Los Angeles. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Andrea Jason. De La Hoya banging to the body that time. He's been mainly headhunting in this fight.
And Tim, anytime he does throw that left hook to the body, it sets up his other punches. That's always been his best combination. Left hook to the body, left hook on the chin, right hand on the chin.
Avila sneaks a couple of jabs through.
There it is again. Beautiful left hook to the body. And then back up on the chin.
You see De La Hoya now trying to get a little more leverage in that body shot. There's a right hand back from Avila that landed. Good counter. The right hand from the champion, De La Hoya.
Avila has managed to get a little closer to De La Hoya in the last couple of rounds.
Backed up that time by De La Hoya. And again.
I think he has a little more confidence in his own punching ability now, and he has been stepping in with some punches.
De La Hoya backs up Avila, and Avila ties him up. A little blood from the kind of the corner of the outside corner of the right eye of Avila. A lot of swelling there as well. He's taken a lot of punishment there. Two good body shots from De La Hoya.
Keep him up.
And he gets a warning from the referee Caiz for low blows, and he's taking a point.
Tim, I didn't even think they were low blows. And no previous warning, and he took a point.
No, he did have a warning earlier, Gil.
Well,
he did have a warning, but that was the first point taken away.
De La Hoya has not allowed it to bother him, Tim. Some guys, when they get warned, they stop punching to the body, but De La Hoya went right back with that left hook underneath, which has been his most effective punch.
That's something he wasn't using in the early rounds, but he's certainly found the range there the last couple of rounds. Under the 30-second mark in the 8th. A lot of swelling now under the right eye of Avila. Final seconds of the 8th. And Avila scores inside, but De La Hoya backed him right up. Against John Avila, and thus he finds himself in the 9th round. Only once before, as you mentioned earlier, when he won the 130-pound WBO crowd, he stopped Jimmy Vidal in 10 rounds. In the 9th, it's been old De La Hoya as we see it since the first round. Lost a point for a low blow in the 8th.
And here we see Avila, Tim, he's managed to get back inside. He's doubling up that jab. He's back in with a right hand. He is a lot closer to De La Hoya now than he had been earlier in the fight.
Lands a right hand. And one big right hand back in the 7th. Rocked the champion. Unable to follow up. Trying to cover up, finally gets a grip on De La Hoya. And now again, the referee, Raul Caiz, calls for the doctor to look at the cut at the right eye. There's one on each side, and they're stopping it. That one on the outside corner ripped open in the last exchange. Oscar De La Hoya with a 9th round stoppage of John Avila.